you from group real quick. I need to invite her to the party. Give me a second, guys.
Okay, let's see.
Traveling to Volskaya Industries.
All our notifications are popping up in the top left for me. Okay. So on the top left you can see the enemy team that I am versing. Somebody named Some Asian on that team is a comp group that I joined before. It's one of the names I remember from. I don't know. I believe this is the same comp group that I joined before, but like I didn't like the vibe of them, so I left. So I got with these other people, and we did pretty good actually. I need a couple of seconds. I don't know what happened. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to get my friend in here. Their network is acting up for a sec. Okay, I'll wait for this box on the top left to go away for you guys.
Wait, why won't it let me join you?
I'm looking at a replay and I'm streaming it right now.
Oh, okay.
You should look at the
It
stream.
just like brought up a bunch of crap.
Yeah, it said like your NAT type was weird, so I like...
Yeah.
Got me and Widow top right. Our Widow picked the Zen and the Mei. The Mercy res the Zenyatta. Could turn that on if it's more helpful. Or go higher. We are the red team. The Mei, I believe, starts shooting with a damage boosted Mercy back over here. Our Sombra then flanks left. It's so weird seeing my team in red. Just looking back at the replay, we're team 2, so we're in red. So we go in with a Moira ult. They pop Mercy ult. We pop Supercharger. They pop their Supercharger and whole hog. And they win the defense. So far, they win that one push. There I am trying to fight a Mei. A Widow gets picked by their soldier. Let me look at this. There we go. Let's get our Widow. There we go. believe I'm in the spot where I'm about to throw Diva Bomb. I believe this doesn't get anything. Yep. And May is on their back with Blizzard, and I believe I stopped her somehow, somewhat. There we go. I'm gonna fast forward it a little bit. Oh, I don't know where I am. Okay. This is me just talking to my teammates, basically. Voice lines. I try to see if they go to the right so I can dash and move them off. If they're not, I'm basically just getting another angle on this Ryan that happens to be here while I get slept but woken immediately back up. Somebody touches point while I'm fighting them from above, so we have somebody on point contesting them. Probably I'm just going to show from my perspective for the rest of this, unless there's another interesting perspective, because yeah, not that. I don't know how I like keep missing this Ryan when he pins me, because it's so odd. I didn't know where this Ryan went when I got on. I was the last one left. I play around with the Reinhardt. He says come here, so I start walking over to him. I pressed a button. I kinda messed up there. Pressed the touchpad by accident. Oh my god, this turret sounds so odd. Listen to that and fast.
Pigs, sheep,
Very
gas, pigmen, zombies. Yes.
I never really worked with this replay system, sorry. I don't really know how it works. Here we go. Let's fast forward one more time. We should be on point. Why not? He ended up solo ulting on Moira. I believe he was trying to hit me. I don't know. Probably both of us. I ended up just getting one. I thought I heard somebody flanking, but it's just a Reaper in front of me. So I dashed up there. My team then gets a lot of during this match, me and the other diva were exchanging voice lines. I don't know if it's now or a bit later on in this match. But we both kept saying, I'm number one. It's kind of sad, but funny. I accidentally just rewinded, but we're good. I have Diva Bomb at this point. We also, they have, oh my god, I can't even speak. They have Genji ult and Diva Bomb, which they throw right now. Someone's above me. In here. I believe this is double. No, it's not even anything. Lucy ult came in clutch to counter the Reaper ult. Don't mind my accuracy, it's kinda bad. This is where the voice line exchange happens. I do that to boop the Reinhardt off. I fall down, but their diva boots me back up. And this is where our Moira is yelling at me to back up because I needed healing. Because when I use my dash to Steve, I normally use it to boot people back. I got an invitation from somebody, I don't know who. But, yeah. I use my I forgot what I was talking about, but I remember. I use my my dash to boop the other people back. Like some people, when they see me dash or like back up, you shouldn't be dashing, but I use it to like boot people a little bit back so that we aren't like 100%. I ended up getting asleep and ended up trying to see their diva, trying to throw diva bomb. Based on how she was looking a second ago, this is what she's getting ready to throw diva bomb. I don't know where anybody is at this point, except for this diva who charges up at me, I believe. They have just Diva Bomb, which they throw now. They did not coordinate the EMP Diva Bomb. It could probably have been bigger than it was if they coordinated the EMP. The EMP comes in later, right there. I have Diva Bomb, in which I can't throw to contest this point, so I have to back up and get back in mech. I try my best to dodge and weave these bullets that Hanzo is shooting at me. I threw a Diva Bomb in after dodging this Reinhardt. I get both the healers. I missed the eat on the Hanzo ult. I could have saved our Moira, but I couldn't. I killed the Hanzo and the Reinhardt just from easy picks. They don't end up touching point after this. That was the game. So now I leave. I just need to look at this person that I recently played with.
That's the guy up there and stuff in his two friends. How are we supposed to get back up there? It's impossible. Nobody has ever made it back up there.
Who's saying?
I got it right here. This one.
Now for the next one. I love what it says in the bottom left of my screen. Here's my Temple of Anubis map. Our Moira does very well on this map. I need to look at what it is. It's this button. Okay. Oh, there I am. Okay. I'll just skip this right to the before the fight. Here we go. Are you watching? Hearthstone? What is that? Oh. As you can see right there, I used that to try to boot the Reinhardt back from being up there. Normally when a Reinhardt charges, I try to put myself in front of the charge so that I can take the hit instead of anybody else, because as D.Va I have a second life and I can get back in my mech, unlike some people. By unlike some people, I mean everybody else in the game. So every time I see a Reinhardt charge, I try to put myself in front of it, or sometimes I just try to avoid it in general so I don't get hit and not get his mech. At that point, I didn't know whether to shoot the people that were on the bottom or shoot the people in this room. Our Moira then flanks them and kills 5 people, I believe. Yes, she goes a damage orb inside of the little choke to the right of Temple of Anubis and gets a lot of people down, and then uses her ult to finish them off. I believe she got play off of that. I believe I throw a really weird ult over the bridge up there and end up killing somebody when I do throw it. Oh, that was on the push. I get very cocky in some of these matches that we're doing really well on, and it's not good. After I kill everybody, I just say LOL. I believe I throw it over, or I throw it over. Yeah, I do. A little wave spray, my iconic D.Va bomb throw. I always wave and spray at the end of all my D.Va bombs because I never know if they're gonna get play. So I always wave and spray. every time a Reinhardt diva tips, by the way, if a Reinhardt does throw a fire strike, it does bring up their ult a decent amount. So eating a fire strike is very helpful in the long run, so that your Reinhardts don't get shatter, or it takes longer for them to get shatter. They, at this point, pop all of their ults to get this point, and they succeed, sadly, and go on to the second point. I tried to back up and grab that little med kit, but I couldn't because it was just too far behind me when I thought it was a bit closer than it actually was. Our Pharah, who I was spectating, then gets a double kill with her ult, just to get rid of it because they have hit scan now and she was planning to switch off anyway. To where she goes. Fim. Me and the Moira on this map team up a lot to kill some of the people that are in the back line. So there's a point during this match where right now our Moira is yelling at me to get healing from her. Me and the Moira go behind their team a lot to try to pick people off. So during the end of this, their attack, me and the Moira are in the back killing the Hanzo and the McCree that they get later on in this match because they're drunk. They're right here, where we are killing this McCree and Hanzo by ourselves. I don't end up killing the McCree at all. He moves around in very weird ways and I cannot kill him. But we're over here trying to kill these two while they're capturing the point. So we end up turning around, or I do. Then our Moira takes the second because she's finishing off kills. I am getting attacked by Zen and try to escape. Or our Moira helps heal me. They're doing a very good job of healing. So at this point I have Diva Bomb, we also have Sound Barrier and Junkrat Tire. I throw my Diva Bomb to the right and try to kill anybody who's there. I end up killing one person, and it happens to be the Zarya. Well, when they all try to hide behind the shield from my Diva Bomb, our Junkrat then pops his Junkrat Tire and gets a triple kill, I believe. There you go. It probably would have been a quadruple kill if that Hanzo was there. I'm not 100% sure where that Hanzo was, but if he was there, it would have been a quad. They then try to push the point. They end up touching it, I believe, because they push us back to the point. They do not end up getting it, although they're all to the right here for me, on the left for my teammates. Me and the Moira happen to be fighting this Reinhardt the whole time while they get 2 ticks and it. Then we run back and help with the fight. I don't believe that they got the point. I believe that we got it back. Yeah, they get it up to this point, and then we go on the attack, and we have to get exactly what they got to pass them and to get the victory. I believe on our first or second push, we end up getting first point, and then we have 4 to 5 minutes to push and get the second point.
I can't wait to get into the fight.
We're gonna fast forward here, and that should be right when we start. Yeah. not loading. They have a Sim McCree for DPS. They have a Moira Zen for healer. But our Widow happens to get a pick off the Zenyatta. So we decide that it's a good idea to rush on this. So Winston and I jump in. Right behind them. The Moira helps me kill this Symmetra because we wanted to kill her first so she didn't get too charged up. I then shoot at this Moira even when she has her bubble up because we are basically winning this fight, so I didn't think that charging her up was too big of an issue, which it turned out not to be. The Zen then comes back and ult charges us. We do that. We plan out a EMP Diva Bomb on this point. We both have this around the same amount of ult charge right now. I'm this far pushed trying to get my ult. You can hear me call out my ultimate is charging, and so did the Sombra. I end up getting around 95-ish ult charge before I knocked out a mech, 93. And I end up dying, I believe, to a McCree. Because I'm trying to get my mech back and the McCree hits me. I have 99% ult. And we also have our Winston ult, our Widow ult, and we now have Sombra EMP to where they only have High Noon from McCree. They're close to their Shatter and their, I was gonna say Coalescence, but not Coalescence, it's the Zenyatta ult, whatever that's called, because I completely blinked out on what that's called. Transcendence, yes. We then combo, I get a triple kill. I kill the Moira, Zarya, and the Reaper. I then try to kill their McCree, but our Sombra beats me to it. Their Zen pops Transcendence to stall points. Our Winston booped that Reinhardt behind us when he was ulting, and hit most of us with his ult. And it was a pretty good, like, assisted ult from us. So we end up not winning this fight, but we get another EMP Diva Bomb, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. No, we do not. We end up pushing it with our Lucio ult. Ends up helping us with this push. We basically just go in and end up winning the fight, I believe. I don't think we used anything because we were trying to charge up EMP Diva Bomb, but we didn't. So we just jump in. I'm a bit behind on the jump, but I believe we just end up winning the normal fight, and it ends up winning us the game. And then at the end we have EMP Diva Bomb, but that's after the timer is already up. After they popped that grab, I was pretty upset. I was pretty upset at myself that I couldn't eat it because I wasn't there. We end up winning the match, even though we had 2 ults left, which was EMP and Diva Bomb. They then pop High Noon at the end, which does nothing because the timer's already up. My play Archon is also Washington Justice because that is my Overwatch League team, although they're not doing the best at the moment. I'm not going to trash them, but they definitely could be doing better. Next, we have our Blizzard World, which is our 3rd match with this team. I don't know, they're only like, the max one is 13 minutes, which I believe is this Blizzard World one, but the other ones are like 7 minutes because they're like easy wins.
Okay, I'm just gonna play some matches then.
Yes. I might just do half of them, and then another one. Do the other one after, but I don't know. My commentary is doing okay right now. Not the best. But you can see me walking very funny playing D.Va right now. This is probably because I was texting Emma. Or something like that. Because normally when I'm not paying attention, I'm on my phone doing or texting somebody. Oh, that sounded really weird. I said doing or texting somebody. No. I just ended up texting anyone. I don't know. They end up pushing right. I believe I get hooked with his second hook here. After that hook, I get walled off and killed by the Mei. And then I am the first pick of this round. Our Lucio shortly follows. And to my knowledge, we end up losing. Pardon me. We end up losing this fight. And they end up capping. But we do hold them when they have payload. Hog then solo ults me because he's rude. But doesn't kill me. And then I'm shooting from behind, get on point. I'm basically feeding them ult charge at this point because nobody else is here because we all said that we were gonna back up. So I just let myself die. Our Pharah said during this match, I tried focusing the Reaper because I wanted them to switch off because they didn't want him playing Reaper anymore, or they didn't want the Reaper against us anymore, so they tried to target the Reaper as much as possible. The Reaper teleports up with me, to my knowledge. Yes, he does. I run away. That's a very odd Reaper ult on his part. He just jumps down and on nobody. Our Junkrat does get a double kill with his ultimate, holding them back from pushing any further. I get my ult to around 90% before I'm knocked out of mech. They switch to Soldier. They switch off Mei and go Soldier, and they switch off Reaper and go Torbjorn, which is what we wanted. We didn't want Mei or Reaper. Their Lucio pops down barrier, I don't know what for. I pop Diva Bomb and kill nobody, but I Torb. The Lucio isn't finished off. I kill the Mercy, and the Soldier kills our Mei, but I do help our Moira finish him off. I tried to Matrix that Hog after he pulled our Moira in, but Matrix, as you know, was nerfed and brought back from 15 meters to 10. So I couldn't help our Moira take that damage from the Hog, but it's okay anyway because she didn't die. The Soldier is on high ground to our right behind us, so I then push the Soldier. He ends up getting away with like 5 health left and healed by the Mercy. Our Pharaoh pops ult but dies to the Soldier. I try to help our Lucio with this Hog. The Mei and I kill the Hog together with the help of Lucio. I believe when I get ult, I end up popping it. Try to get ult charge off of this Soldier. You should, if there's an Orisa on the other team and not a Reinhardt, you should always throw your Diva Bomb after the Orisa has placed on her shield, so she cannot move it in any way when you throw Diva Bomb. I tried to escape and end up dashing into some lava that the Torp had placed outside. So I fly up, but I get shot down. I then tried to get my Diva mech back, but end up dying with our Ashe, so we're a bit staggered here, because the rest of our team is alive and they're just waiting for us to respawn. We do end up contesting this point, and I believe we come out victorious contesting this point. It was very close, though. This Torbjorn and I have a little bit of a fight. He does get me out of mech, but I do finish the kill as Baby Diva, to my knowledge. With a punch. We end up getting a tracer instead of a whatever we had, because I completely forgot. I just fast forwarded because I dropped my controller. Sorry for that one. I'm just pushing forward here, trying to get back into my mech a little bit, because I'm knocked out from that Torbjorn that you just saw. They end up taking high ground, the Torb does, and I call it out that he's high ground. He places down his turret and I jump down from the hold that the Ursa had. The Zarya gets a little bit stuck on this rock, so we all call out that we need to kill the Zarya. The Tracer then tries to target the Mercy and Lucio because they're the healers and they would be the easiest to pick. We don't end up... No. Our Tracer doesn't end up killing any of the healers but gets shut down by the turret. But we do win the team fight overall. We get them to push back. The Mercy tries to get a sneaky res behind. I don't know what for, but it would just be this ult charge, but she tried it anyway. Their Torb turret is then still up top. And it ended up dying, or Ashe ends up dying. And they said, Diva, why didn't you finish killing the Torb turret? But I just wasn't paying attention. I get a double kill off of this ult. Although our Ashe ended up dying to that. This ended up being play of the game, that double kill and the Zarya Orisa kill. And on the soldier. I didn't get all of those kills. They were definitely mostly assists, especially Zarya, Orisa, and Soldier were definitely clean-up kills on my part, but I ended up getting them, and I got play of the game from it. We do win the defense and stop them from getting the second point, well, the first point for payload. They did end up capping the point on Blizzard Road. They brought it all the way around here, right into under this bridge right here, as you can see it. Then we go on the attack and we try our best to cap the point and push the payload further than they did, which we do end up being victorious at. All of these games I'm going to be showing you are wins. They are, I end up switching to Diva after this, but these are all games that I just played with a team that I did really good at. Did really good as a team. So, we got 8 games in a row when then we lost a match. And we ended up disbanding after that because most of us had to go to sleep. I, on the other hand, did not. So that's why I'm still here. Our Moira then tries to reach this chandelier by jumping. And so I just flex on the fact that I am in a mech and taller than the Moira. And I reach the chandelier. We said that we were going left, and then we said we're going top left, which I was confused about. I was assuming it was just to the left of the statue. But our Moira ends up going far, far left, and is a bit separated from our group. She shows up late to the party and then gets picked by the Hanzo. I end up destroying the Torb turret. We try to push right. We have an interesting strategy here because we have a double shield tank and a Diva on attack. And a Moira Lucio for healer. I try to get my ult back. I get a bit of headshots over there. I just spray a bit more before I get into mech. I eat the Hulk that the Orisa throws. We destroyed the Orisa shield and we decided that we wanted to go top right. So I then dash top right and spray down the little bit that I can. If the Diva bomb could reach, the Diva Matrix could reach a little bit further, I might have been able to eat that Hanzo ult, but I feel like it was still far enough. Their diva then rushes us high ground and gets knocked out of mech. She runs back to her team, and we do end up winning this fight. I get back into mech. The Tor pops ult, but our Moira gets a quadruple kill, but it doesn't end up being play. And also kills the Zen, so our Moira killed 5 out of 6 of their teammates, because our team couldn't do it ourselves. And at this point we are congratulating the Moira for being such a good DPS Moira. But our Moira also happens to have gold healing and silver damage. And silver elims, because they're doing so well as Moira and balancing the DPS healer aspect of Moira. And this is very helpful for our team because she does really well with our team. It really helps us out that she goes DPS and also heals and finds a good balance between these two. The Diva Bomb gets a double kill on both of our healers from throwing it over the big turret in Blizzard World. That's what this map is. I don't know why I keep saying in Blizzard World. I do end up getting away as Diva. I just mess around, say hi a bit. We need to then regroup up. After this push, we pop Supercharger, I believe. And then after our Orisa switches off to somebody else, because they believe that the Orisa isn't working out too much. I have Diva Bomb during this. I'm not 100% if I threw it or not. No, I do not, because I get killed by this Pharah. So I did not see the Pharah that was flanking around us. And also I got frozen by the blizzard, so I couldn't react at all to the ult, because I was knocked out of mech too fast. I have Diva Bomb. Our Orisa switches to Roadhog, so we still have triple tank. But we also have a tank that self-heals, which is Roadhog. I spring up the idea of going to this right side, but it happens that the Zen happened to be there as well. So we decided to just all try to push the Zen. He ends up getting away though. We have the Moira. And we pick the Moira and the Zen on their team. And we end up winning the fight through that. And we destroy this Torb turret and start pushing payload. The Mei on their team ends up throwing Blizzard on the ground. That's what everybody does nowadays. All the Zaryas pop grab right beneath them, and they throw them to the ground, so the Diva doesn't have a chance to eat them, although there's a very small hole where the Diva can get that. We then need a shield tank, because our shield tank switches to Wrecking Ball, so now we have a Reinhardt Wrecking Ball Roadhog with 1 DPS and which is the Junkrat, and a Moira Lucio. I don't know how I did not end up getting that sound barrier from them, and I don't even know if I realized how they didn't get it. We do end up winning this fight after we kill the Tracer, and we push the payload all the way and finish that. After we get our victory on Blizzard Road, we then head to Hanamura. After this Hanamura clip, I'm going to end the stream and maybe show the rest of these 4 games in a different stream.
Ready for battle.
Your safety is my primary concern. Executing pre-combat routines. Optimizing strategy.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
We are on defense first on Hanamura. I end up running Wrecking Ball. I'm just gonna wait out this 5 seconds really quickly. I play Wrecking Ball and I end up charging in. I get 50% ult charge and I figure out that they have a Brig and a McCree, which are both counters to me. Which is definitely not good. So as soon as I die to getting double stunned, I then figure out that it's a good idea to switch off of Wrecking Ball and go somebody else. Even though I had 50% ult charge, this is what a lot of people who play Overwatch don't understand. They think that just because they have 60% ult, that means that they can't switch off of the player and that they have to play them until they use their ultimate. Also, if they have their ultimate, they think that they have to use it. Even though, like, if we had a Pharah on our team who had ult, and they had a McCree and a Soldier on their team, our Pharah should switch off, even if they have ultimate, because it's probably not going to do much. It's probably going to die immediately because of the fact that there are 2 counters. So there's no point in using the ultimate, and the time that they could use flanking to use that Pharah ult could be used to farm up another ult with a player that would help more in the situation than the Pharah would. So basically that. The Hanzo ends up trying to push high ground on the top right a lot, and I end up contesting him as much as possible. I don't end up contesting that much, but I do end up throwing a Diva Bomb and getting a good Diva Bomb, I believe. This EMP really does help with the kills that they get. The Junkrat Tire gets destroyed by our Junkrat. We have Junkrat Tire, but we tried to kill the Lucio right before he ults, but he ended up getting away with it, although looking at it from my perspective, it looked like our Junkrat Tire definitely hit him first before he hit the ground. But I didn't really pay attention watching this replay at all either, so I don't 100% know still, but either way, it's whatever, to be honest. I have ult after this push. They have 50 seconds remaining, and I then contest this Hanzo who keeps trying to jump up on high ground over and over. I end up stopping for a second and staring right through that hole to try to get a very good Diva Bomb angle. I throw Diva Bomb, do my iconic wave and wave and spray. The Hanzo then tries to climb up and escape the Diva Bomb, but doesn't. I end up getting a quad kill with that. They have 20 seconds left, and we already have a Junkrat dead, which definitely doesn't help them in the long run. I tried to eat that Hanzo ult that He grew to the right, it did not work. Although we did not plan the EMP Diva bombs, the EMP and Diva bombs did end up coming out very helpful during this match. And you don't always have to combo EMP Diva bomb, but it is a very helpful combo.
0-0. Switching sides.
We then end up stopping them from even capturing a sliver of the point. So all we have to do is capture one tick on the point and we end up winning.
No one's beating my high scores.
Attackers incoming in 30
This is me dancing.
You can keep up
For
with
some
me.
reason, I just dance because why not? And then everybody started telling me to stop dancing. And that they wouldn't heal me if I didn't stop healing. Oh my god, if I didn't stop dancing, that they wouldn't heal me the match. So I start saying LOL and I say understood to them, but I still end up dancing anyway because I know that they're nice and will help anyway. Our Sombra does get picked off very early in this fight. I get pulled in with Hog Hook, and I do end up getting very low on health, but our Moira and Mercy are very good at this point and are very helpful with heals, and do end up keeping us alive most of the time. Heals basically throughout these games were very on point heals, were very helpful. Our Sombra then tries to back half, and she captures a third of the tick that we need. And then we push in together, which the Sombra back halfing, even to touch the point for a little bit, does end up helping us because they get very flustered and they don't know what to do, so they have to back up, and then it messes up whatever they were doing. So it becomes easy for us to push on that. Thank you guys for watching these 4 random replays that I just showed you today. I hope you enjoyed them, and hope you tune into my streams whenever I go live again. Thank you guys, and have a lovely day.